some common myths that are spread around about Mustangs. I'm going to put this in before I show the clips of all the horses in the pens. It can easily lead to a lot of confusion when you see the Mustangs in those little pens, but they are not in those pens full time. When they're rounded up, they're freeze branded, they're given their shots, and they're put out on grass pasture where they have hay, water, and other horses for companionship. And no one bothers them most of the time. They're funneled through chutes to do their vaccinations and whatnot. These horses probably spend 1 or 2 days each of their lives in these little adoption pens, and they're only there for a few hours, so it's really not a big deal. If they're not adopted, they're just put back out on pasture, so they do not stay in those pens full time. The other myth is that the BLM rounds up Mustangs for no reason. This is simply not true. As of this year, there are 100,000 horses and burros on public land. The land can only support 27,000, so they are severely overpopulated. Rounding up is the main way that the Bureau of Land Management handles their population right now. The population has the ability to double in size every 4 years. So that means if they stopped rounding up horses right now, in 4 years there would be 200,000 horses out there. And the land can only support 25,000, so it's a serious problem. The next myth is that Mustangs are rounded up to be sent to slaughter. This is just not true. It's completely illegal, and there's lots of regulations in place to make sure BLM branded horses don't end up in slaughter. I'm going to be getting today is an adoption horse, and what this means is it's not legally my horse yet. So for an entire year after being picked up, the horse belongs to the Bureau of Land Management. Within that year, they send someone to check up on the horse and make sure I'm taking good care of it. At the end of a year, the vet has to sign off and say this horse is in good health and they're taking good care of it, and only then does the horse become legally mine. If, at that point, I decided to send the horse to slaughter, I would be losing money, because all the money I spent on vet bills and farrier bills and feed and board, all that money I spent would be down the drain, and there's just no reason to keep a horse for an entire year when you're just going to send it to slaughter. Questions about Mustangs, you are welcome to ask in the comments, but please be respectful. There's a lot more about Mustangs that I haven't talked about. There's a lot of misconceptions being spread around, so please take the time to properly educate yourself and make sure you're not spreading around misinformation. I will put a link in the description to somewhere you can read more, and I will show pictures on screen of my previous Mustang when she was wild. She was underfed, she was hungry, she was sickly. All her ribs were showing, and then I'll show pictures of her nice and fat and happy once she was under my care. Okay, that's probably good now. Now where do I go?
I'll have to find a place to park. Where are the horses?
I don't know.
Where are the horses?
Inside somewhere? Where's everyone else parked?
There's the trailers that brought them.
Not a lot of people here.
22A1. 9726, I'm 25 here. Anybody else interested? 9726, 9726.
Did 8065 though?
Number again, 138.
The one just
What's the number?
the one just before this.
I think it was 25.
Okay, that would have been another backup.
Like the dark
Anybody else
thing.
interested?
Yeah, dark and really big. That's okay. We have one backup.
Get up there.
25. Anybody else interested? 25, 30, would you give 35? You're out of 35, would you give 40? 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 80, 90, 100 all deal, not 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, not 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 3 and a quarter, 350, you're out of 350, you got 325 here, would you give 3 and a quarter?
Which horse is that?
The gray.
Oh, the big gray.
300,
She's supposed to eyeball.
so you're out. Alright. 300 here, would you give 3 and a quarter? 300, 3 and a quarter. Alright, you got it. $300. Your number, ma'am.
What's your,
Hold your number up.
684.
what are you going to do with that horse? Love it, huh? Just
It's
love
going
it.
to be a resale project.
Next up.
Hello there. So I forgot to mention the burros earlier, so they're going to be kind of a surprise. It just shows up. Oh, she goes right for the hay.
Yeah. We better put.
How many panels you want? All of them? Those
Say all of them for now.
This horse, I'm not going to be keeping this horse for a year. I'm going to be training it for probably a few months until it's ready to go to its new home. And since it is an adoption horse, it cannot be legally sold, but there is reassignment paperwork that can be done so that at the end of the year the horse belongs to the new adopter instead of me. So yes, that does follow all the rules. This horse already has someone interested, but if that falls through, then the horse will be available and will be advertised maybe here, probably